Yeah.
and during
May,
October when everything is still fresh.
yeah, and I have more free time in this month. Next
Me
month,
too.
yeah, next month I may teach some classes online, and the time maybe not. No, I won't have as much free time as I have now.
Hmm. I will have classes from Monday till Friday every single day. So
Mm,
I don't. After October, I will be strong enough to do it weekends at weekends. So I'm taking advantage of my free time this month too.
Mm.
okay.
Wow. So
I haven't done the homework. I
what
even
is
don't
the
remember
homework?
what the homework
I
is.
don't remember either. What is
Uh,
the
you
homework?
t-
I
I
prepared for
intend to watch
the
the
task two.
video again,
Ah,
but
oh, I
The
remember.
task two.
I remember it now.
what
So
is that? Here, can you repeat
It's
the
talk
homework?
about the homework is task two is you have 2 to 3 minutes to talk about a city that you have visited, right?
Uh,
mm,
about the city that you have visited.
um, where is the speaking part? Where is it now? Um,
What skill do we study today?
I think we will go over task one a little bit
Huh?
with you explaining everything to him as
Ah,
homework, right? So you forgot to do it, but I'm sure you can do it now for task one,
Mm-hmm.
and then Hiển will talk about the city that he visited for part two.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we can practice part three together. This one. So we finished practicing the speaking skills today. And if we still have some free time, then we can go over task two a little bit. So, Phương, can you explain something about or everything you know about task one?
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
But last
So
time we speak Vietnamese, but this time we have to speak English. It's a challenge.
yeah, it's a challenge, but I hope that you can accept it. Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Now is your chance to practice
Now here,
speaking.
do
Mm-hmm.
you have this file? Have you opened this file? This
Yes, I
file on
am.
your computer?
Yep.
I think it would be better if you open this file and then you show your screen, because that way you can move up and down
Oh,
wherever you
oh, I
like.
see.
Yeah.
Share my screen, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I will stop sharing mine now. Okay.
No, wait a moment. Can you send the link? Okay. So I have to search in the
Um,
mail, right? In mail,
yes.
in the mailbox.
It's in there. Is it in there? But I can just.
Here. I see it.
Yeah. All right. Pum, pum, pum. We have another member
I
here.
open it on my computer,
Wow.
but I what is that?
He even has a mask.
Another member.
Do Bo
Right.
have an English name? Does
Bố.
does she have does she have an English name?
Misa. Misa.
Misa.
Yes.
Cute name.
On Mia. Mia. Where Mia?
Mia. Uh,
You know, when you type it, the
anyone
letter
can.
S becomes E.
Anyone
So
can
can
tell
you
me how
share
to
your
share the screen?
You see
Push button.
the arrow in the little arrow in the rectangular and I mean a rectangle. You see the rectangle and an arrow in the
Yes.
middle, and it says present now.
One window, right? Share one window.
I think
No.
it should be
Yes.
your entire screen. It should
Ah,
it should
okay.
be clearer.
Entire. Is that okay?
Yes.
And now you can open the file. All right.
How can I open the file?
I mean,
Click on the
just click.
same button.
No. So
No.
right now, your whole screen is shared. That means whatever you're doing on the screen, we can see. So if you click on the tab, that the
Which
document
type?
tab on the top, like right now, we can see your whole screen. So whatever you do, we can see it as well. So just like
So.
just like just like
You click on the
normal.
Path to IELTS document, Word document.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. So you can see your whole screen right now.
Oh, I see.
So you are practicing now before you really teach.
Yes. I don't know which which
Um,
application I will
move
use.
down, move down to speaking. No. It's the very last section. So you go all the way to the end of the page.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
You click hide. It will be hide.
this is the task 1 of the IELTS test. Here, you can have a look at the 2 maps here.
Mm-hmm.
So usually in an IELTS writing test, there are multiple types of tests,
Test.
like the maps, right? Or the diagrams,
The charts, the
the
line graph.
chart, yes, the tables, maybe
Yes, table.
something like that. So you can have you should be familiar with multiple types of diagram, charts, maps, table, uh, and the topics may varies from I don't know, maybe
Basically,
it's,
any
yeah, it can be about anything. For example, in this writing test, you can see the 2 maps of the city hospital. One in 2007 and one in 2010. So you can have a look at the question here. The 2 maps below show road access to the city hospital in 2007, 2010. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features. Make comparisons where relevant. Write at least 150 words. You got the idea?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem here is you have to manage your time. So Ms. Dale said that we have about 15 minutes to finish this task. Is that right?
Actually, it is suggested that you spend 20 minutes, but I
20
think we
minutes.
can practice on doing it for only 15, and then
Yeah.
in the exam room, then you have 5 minutes, 5 more minutes to go over everything.
Mm-hmm. So I think the most challenging thing here is the time, right? The
Yes.
writing may be not very difficult. The maps or the diagrams are not so difficult, but you have to summarize it quickly. Yeah, you have to summarize everything in 15 or 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to produce a complete writing piece, writing right here. Um, so you have some minute to have a look at the maps and tell me some difference between the two maps.
Maybe the main difference I can see is the change in the public and staff car parking space, as
Mm-hmm.
well as the bus station being removed,
Mm.
as well
Mm-hmm.
as there's no longer a roundabout on the right.
Yes. What else? Anything else?
Mm, and there's no longer a roundabout in the intersection between City Road and Hospital Road, as well as in front of the city hospital. There's no more roundabout. It's just straight line now. Yes, that's
No
all.
more roundabout. And you mean mm,
The circle thingy.
The
mm,
roundabouts,
I
Yeah,
there are two more. No, I mean the roundabouts in. It has just been established.
removed.
no.
Uh,
Remember that
I
in
don't see that
2007
roundabout
there is
in
no
2007.
roundabout,
Uh,
right?
Yeah.
In
I see.
2010, so you have to say that there
Uh, they
are
have
There's an
three more
issue.
installed.
roundabout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they've installed
yeah.
roundabout. I see. As well as
Okay, so
they've
the difference is about the car park, right?
mhm,
The
mhm,
roundabout and
mhm,
what else?
and they have um, put in or they have created a bus station.
Yeah, and about the bus station, you can notice that those three differences.
Mhm.
And here, the sample writing,
By Simon.
yeah, by
Have you
Simon.
ever heard of
By
teacher Simon?
No,
um,
Hello.
yes, Simon's. I don't know him until Miss Dale told me about him.
mhm.
Oh,
He has a
really?
series of, yeah, yes.
Oh, I I thought he was very popular.
No, not for me,
Never
not
I
with
mind.
me.
mean,
Never
amongst
mind.
Uh,
amongst IELTS learner, I guess.
Yes,
yes, more
especially
IOLs,
Vietnamese.
maybe. Okay, so you can have a look at some lesson of Simon on YouTube. Now you have some time to look at the sample writing and see if
Mhm.
they see how they write the differences of the two
Mhm.
maps, how they summarize everything.
Mm.
Let's have a look at the introduction first. The maps illustrate some changes that were made to a city hospital transport infrastructure between the years 2007 and 2010. So just focus on the
Excuse me.
introduction first
Mhm.
Excuse
and
me.
compare
Sorry.
the can you compare the introduction to the question that are given above?
Mm. So
Is
the
it given?
introduction should be a should be a summarize of the question.
It's a
Yes.
paraphrase
Yeah.
Oh,
to be exact.
The exact technique that we should use here is paraphrase. Do you remember this word? Last time we mentioned it. So you use other words. That means you use other words to to describe the question again. To write the question again. In other words, you can use a different structure or synonym to paraphrase. And so the introduction should be in one sentence only. Is that right? One
Are you
sentence,
asking?
okay? So yes, okay, that's fine. I think one sentence, right? And we should spend 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes for this activity. After reading the question, have a look at the maps and then write the introduction. I think it should be in 2 minutes.
As you practice more and more, it will become easier and
And
easier.
the next part, the overview. Have a look at that. What is mentioned in the overview?
In the overview, we'll briefly go through the main changes or the main detail presented in the graph or the picture and summarize it. Right?
Yes. And
So
yes,
it's a summary or details.
yes. So you make it more, you add more details about this. Or in other words, I think you have to answer the question. Just have to answer the question in brief,
2 sentences.
right? In brief, in 2 sentences. Yes. So they also talk about the differences of the 2 buildings, of the 2 maps. Sorry. They also mentioned the new bus station, new roundabout, and new parking facility, just like you realized before, right?
Can you
So
can you
you should
press?
be, yeah.
Can you make it larger? I mean, you press Control and then plus sign so that
Control.
everything is bigger, and the plus sign.
Mm,
On the computer, on the keyboard.
Yeah, on the keyboard.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Nope.
I mean, you zoom in. How to zoom in?
Yeah, I'm searching for the Zoom tab.
You press
Where is it?
Control. You press Control and then the plus
Let me
sign
just
on the
make it.
keyboard. And the plus sign on the keyboard. You have to do it
I mean,
Yeah,
at the
already.
same time. Okay,
yeah.
great.
You
I
want to
can see it clearly.
minimize
It's too large.
too large, then press
Is it
the
too
minus, Control minus to make it smaller.
Let's see the minus.
It's next to the
Okay.
plus. Yep.
Okay. Is that fine? 100%. Okay, 110.
Right.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
And in the overview section, you should remember to use such phrases like is it noticeable that you can you find other words to replace this phrase?
It is noticeable, it is, can we use the word obviously or like
Obviously,
stated?
yes, maybe sometimes you can
Is that
use it.
appropriate word to use?
Yes, I would say so.
Yes.
Oh, or maybe it is realized that.
It is
Mm-hmm.
realized.
Is
It
it realized?
can be
It
realized.
can be realized that, right?
Uh-huh.
Can
Or
Yes,
you
maybe
no.
say
say
any
like
for overview? Any words
sorry.
to show that this is an overview, a summary?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it is noticeable that, or obviously, or it can be realized that refers
Mm-hmm,
to something we can see. But
mm-hmm,
to show that this is an overview, if this is a summary, not a detail, then
Mm.
which phrase can you use here?
I
Do you have
use
overall.
okay.
phrase? Yes, overall. Overall is a very popular phrase for this
Uh-huh,
part.
Mhm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Overall.
Or maybe
yeah.
the kind of like those type of summaries where like the general ideas or like the main key features presented in the graph, blah blah blah, like that.
Yes, very good. The main
Gen-
key feature, generally speaking,
Generally speaking, can I?
or you can use that, but to make it more formal, you can use on a general note
Oh,
like this. On
on
a
gen-
general note.
I cannot. Okay, I see. On general note. This is the first time I see this phrase.
Yeah, and overall is
General
the
note.
best. Very simple, short and simple and nice.
Yeah. Yes. Overall. Okay.
So you just keep one for yourself, and any task one exercise, you do it almost instantly
Mm.
without thinking, without even
Mm.
thinking
Mm-hmm.
second. Yeah.
Okay. So
Right.
you have to make a list of these what do you call it, Miss Bell? Link.
A list of uh, what is it?
What kind of words it is? What kind of words?
Linking words.
Linking. They are also linking words. Okay.
Can we say so? I'm not
Yes.
very sure about the te- technical
Okay, that's
terms.
fine. Okay, that's
Link.
fine. But here, understand it. Okay, here. Make a list of these linking words. We can call it the linking words.
Mm-hmm,
Uh, we can call them the linking words. So, but there are some differences between the overall or it is noticeable that. Is that right?
Um, it is noticeable that there's no comma after that.
Mm,
No
mm, mm,
comma,
mm.
so it's like a part of the clause. And noticeably or overall, it's a separate phrase, separate word. So it is
Noticeably.
noticeable
Yeah.
that it is noticeable that is not a linking phrase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. We can move on.
Mhm.
Now the overview can be written in two sentences. It shouldn't be more. It shouldn't
Mhm.
be more than two sentences, right? So we have
Yes.
one sentence for the introduction, and two sentences for the overview. So we have three sentences already. So
mm-hmm.
how many sentences should you here? This is the question for you. How many sentences should we add in the details, the rest of the writing?
We
How
have
many?
How many
150
sentences?
words in total.
Yeah.
At least.
Remember that in total, we should write 150 words.
50 words. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And for the introduction and overview, we have written 3 sentences already.
Different things. Uh-huh.
So what?
How do
So
you
what do you think?
count?
How many sentences should we add
I don't know.
to
Words,
finish?
around 10 words per sentence. So
Oh, so it's about 10
30,
words per second.
30 words already.
Oh,
Around
so it
30
should be only around 12 sentences left. From 10 to 12 sentences in the detail.
10 to 12.
Is that right?
But normally in the detail section, you will write more. You will write more for each sentence. So
Oh,
the number will be reduced. Here, teacher Simon suggested that you just need six sentences in
6.
total
Oh, I
for
see.
the detail section.
Yeah. The detail section should be divided into 2 paragraphs, and each paragraph contain 3. I think that would be a perfect for
Structure.
for the structure of the task 1 writing. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course, you can do whatever you like
Yes.
as long as you write at least 150 words. But in the exam room, you don't have time to think whether I should do this, whether I should do that. How many sentences should I write? How many sentences should I write for the intro, for the overview? So you just decide for yourself one structure that you stick to all the time, and then you can focus on only the ideas.
All right.
Okay,
One
so
quick question. Sorry. Are we allowed to use in IELTS test? Do we write with our pencil in a paper? Do we allow to use computer and write on the computer? But I mean the format of the test.
So, which format are you going? Do you think you are going to use the test, the paper-based or the computer-based test?
Is there a difference in time limits or like the
The time limit is
requirements
the
between?
same. It's
The
just
same.
the difference between writing on the paper and typing.
Is there any difference? If there's no like differences, then I think writing on the computer is gonna be easier, right?
Like for Go Phương, she would prefer the other type, right?
Is it?
Would you like to do it online or on the paper?
I haven't taken the tests online, so maybe I prefer the paper based. But you should be
Somebody,
prepared. Yeah.
yeah.
But I think with the situation right now, you should be prepared for the
Online
online.
test.
Yeah, for the online test.
And I think that can be an advantage.
So is there? Yeah, I think it's an advantage for the writing test. Right? You can make it
Was it?
clear by typing. You can delete the words and fix it anywhere you want.
You don't have to erase and then
Yes,
wait for.
yes. It's easier for you to arrange the ideas also, right? Now there. So about the detail, that's enough. Okay, I don't go now. Now let's go through this section about the linking cohesive devices, the linking words.
So one of the key areas for assessment for task 1 essay is the coherence,
Mm.
cohesion and coherence. So you have the first criteria is task achievement, whether you do it at least 150 words with intro, conclusion, everything finished. And the other and the second one is cohesion and coherence. The third criteria is grammar, and then the final one is vocabulary. So grammar and vocabulary, we do it all the time, and now we focus on the task achievement and cohesion and coherence.
Mhm. Okay, so task one of the writing task, will it always be 150 words?
It's at least, so it should be more than 150 words,
Uh-huh. But for
but
I
not
mean
too
like
long.
for the general task one, like for task one, it will always be in the format of at least 150 words, right?
Mhm.
All right.
I have one question. Are you taking the general or academic IELTS test?
What is the difference between those two?
Um, for task one here, if you take a an academic one, then this look like this: line graph, bar chart, something like this, and comparison maths. But if you
Hmm.
take the general one, then it will be about writing a letter,
Easier,
make
right?
a complaint. Yes, it's more general. It's like
So
daily life.
uh, then I would say like the academic one is more suitable for studying and working purposes, and the general one is just for general, right?
Yes, and for uh, im định cư.
I see.
What is
All right. Yep.
permanent resident. Yeah.
Yep.
Permanent
Resident.
resident. Yeah.
Yep. PR. Yeah. So I think I would take
Don't worry there.
the academic.
I think he should take this kind of task. So
Yeah.
when he can do the academic one well,
Yeah.
so he can
Like in
he
general,
can
like
make
like
he
people
can do
ask,
the
"What is your
general.
IELTS?" Right? And like people ask, "What's your IELTS?" Like, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm an 8 band," but it is only general. That is not so. Yeah. So you should take the academic one.
Actually, I don't think the status will be met. Will be the real matter here. It's just you
Mm.
have to make yourself acquainted, familiar with
Mm-hmm.
the test format,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
then
I
whichever
see.
band is good. I mean, not whichever band, but the same band for whichever type is. I think it's just for different purposes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So he should you should ask somebody about this matter.
Us? What
The
do you mean us?
the
Like,
matter that what is your purpose for studying IELTS? Who
oh, it's for academic purposes. Yeah.
for academic purposes. Yeah. So this type of test is right for you. Now,
All right.
so the you can read the linking words and write a piece of writing to answer this question at home. I think it should be homework, right?
Mm-hmm.
It should be your
So this
homework.
Cô Phương, the
Yes.
three types of link in here, I think I forgot to explain everything to you, but
Yeah.
can you read through and tell here what the three types of link in here? I mean, go a little bit into detail.
Yeah. Okay. So the first types of linking words that everyone the first type is a normal linking word that everyone learns. So I think you know it already, like and, but, because, why, whereas, by contrast, however, furthermore. Can you add some more? Could you
Moreover,
add some more to this type? Moreover, yes.
moreover,
Furthermore, moreover,
furthermore, moreover, nevertheless.
nevertheless.
I have a question for him. What
Yeah.
is the difference between nevertheless and but?
But it's like more of a contrast. Like the second sentence is a contrast to the first. Nevertheless is an addition. Like despite, kind of like a despite. So despite
Uh,
the first phrase,
Actually, but and nevertheless can be used for the same purpose. I mean,
mhm,
for the same content, but
mhm,
the, key- the real difference here is but is in between, in the middle of a sentence. So you don't use but at the
ah,
beginning of a second sentence.
okay.
Yeah, it just
And
after.
nevertheless, yeah,
Nevertheless,
nevertheless
is
is used.
after a full stop, a period, or after a semicolon.
Mhm.
Yeah, to make your range of grammar looks more complex. You know,
Mhm.
this is academic essay writing. Task one is also an essay,
Mhm.
so it's to
Oh,
show the complex
so in task one,
sentences.
can we use like can we
It's not just one paragraph. No,
yeah, but
it's
can we
one
use
essay.
like dash to how do you say
It
that?
should
Like
be. It's not bullet points. Is
oh
that
yeah,
what you?
bullet point.
Yeah,
Yeah, bullet
no.
point.
Bullet point
No,
is for draft writing. It's just
Ah,
draft. Yeah, an
mhm.
outline. But here you are required to write an essay. So that's why we
Mhm.
have an introduction, an overview. An overview is like a conclusion.
Mhm.
You can put the overview section um, at the end of the essay if you like.
Mhm.
You remember like one, two, three
Mhm.
sentences. If you want, you can make it 1, 3, 3, 2. But
Got
here
it.
Simon suggests 1, 2, 3, 3 because he wants to go from a broader picture to details, like in the same direction.
So if we already have an overview as a second paragraph of the task, should we uh, have a conclusion sentence at the end, or we don't need it at
I
all?
don't think we need that. We don't need
All
it.
right. Okay.
Yeah, we spend that time for uh, task 2.
I see.
Yeah. So back to our lesson.
okay.
Um,
Um, so we have a lot of normal linking words, as you know. You have, I can add despite, although, on, so, etc.
Mhm.
Now, the second type of the linking words, the second type of linking are using pronouns and determiners to refer to a previous idea. Do you know what does that mean by pronouns and determiners here?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, like in the previous, if you have read it, in the previous sample writing, they used in the overview, they say there are three main modification. The three main modification were made, and then you can have a look at it again.
this, that, these, those are
Yeah,
determiners.
this, yes.
Mm.
Here,
I'm glad
in the
that
overview, they say,
you remember how to say the determiners. I
what's up? What?
because
I don't
it
get it.
sounds quite It sounds quite unfamiliar to me. Determiners.
Really?
It's complex
I uh-huh.
technical terms for me.
Okay. It is noticeable that three main modifications were made to the hospital. So in the first sentence, they use the three main modifications. So in the second sentence, they use these, right? They use these
Hmm.
to replace to refer to the three main modification. That's the way you also use. That's the way you also write in your writing. Remember, can you find other? Can you find other determiner or pronouns in the two paragraph of details here? Yeah. Okay, you have 1 minute,
This
two
bus
minutes.
station.
Yes. Here you see these.
Hmm.
These were no longer these. What does it refer to? What does
This refer
these refer
to
to?
the bus stop. Three bus stop.
Yeah, the three
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 bus
bus
stop.
stop. That's right. And
And then this bus station
this
or
this bus
this.
station. Yes,
Yeah,
this
let's refer to the bus station.
yes on the west side here. Right. Okay. And also another example, the car park, which were situated. And then we use this to refer to the the car
To the
park.
car park.
Yeah,
So which here
which
is
is
very high level.
yeah.
I think so.
So remember to use which, like the relational
Clause.
clause, relative clause,
Mhm.
relative, not relational, right? Relative clause. Sorry. And the very last type of linking words that Miss Dale mentioned here. I don't know if there are other types, but the last for now.
Yeah, and the queen. I mean, this is a very complex level of
Oh,
yeah.
mm. So remember to use synonyms or paraphrasing to connect your ideas.
Hmm?
Synonym, you know it?
Yes.
So now you need to find a synonym dictionary and a co-location dictionary. You have to
Hmm.
use those two dictionary to search for the synonym and the co-location. You know it?
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah. When you write the well, or when you express your ideas, try to
Hmm.
make your range of vocabulary sound like at
So
high level.
So I assume that when we are doing this test, we are not allowed to open any dictionary or synonym dictionary for both
That's
writing on a
what you have to
paper and
create.
online, right?
No, I'm afraid not.
Of course
Right.
not.
You you have to create a term list for yourself, and you have to memorize them.
Mhm.
So when we
And
are practicing,
one tip is you
we
make
build
a
up our
paraphrase
vocabulary. Yeah.
list. You build up your own paraphrase list from the listening test and reading test. Also, IELTS reading test or
Yeah.
IELTS listening test. And while you are um, you can make two columns. First column is the original phrase, and the other column is the paraphrase or synonyms. Yeah. So it should be useful for all 12 skills of the test. Like
Yes.
like what we did in the Listening test for both. The speaking test, you selected four useful expressions, right? Each of you selected and presented on four useful expressions like grab a bite to eat, um, notorious for, yeah. Then you make a second column, find some synonyms and paraphrase to that, and then you learn by heart those both columns, and then you can enrich your vocabulary.
Yes. Enrich.
Got it here?
I like that word.
Thank you. Ian seems to be somewhere
No, I'm
else.
still here. Like, I'm still here. I can multitask. I'm still
Okay.
You
understanding.
got the idea
Yes.
of synonym and paraphrasing? Yeah, you need
Mm-hmm.
time to practicing. You need time for practicing. I think you can do it. Wow.
Sometimes if we sound more teachers. Uh, I mean, because we are teachers, sometimes we focus more on the teaching things. Then you can remind us,
Mm.
get us back to reality.
Yep.
Here, now you can have a look at the easiest example here.
Mm-hmm.
Parking facility. Parking facility. So in this on the map, what word can you see?
Parking station.
Parking
What word can you
station.
say?
Uh,
Can you see on the map? The car park, right?
yeah, car
Only the
park.
word car, the car park, the car park.
Huh?
But in the writing, in your writing, you have to use different words like this. Parking facility,
Mm-hmm.
parking areas, or area for parking. That's it. That's one example for synonym or
Mm-hmm.
paraphrasing. That's a synonym, right?
Yes.
Can you find out so for the first paragraph of the detail here, can you find or can you tell us one example of the synonym or the paraphrasing?
Mm, I could say the word no longer present in 2010 and change it to no longer available.
Mm,
Or I could say that in 2010, these were no longer in service.
okay, great.
Or in this word, this bus station is accessed via, um, I could say that um, this bus station is available for pedestrian through two roundabouts.
Available.
Available to pedestrian through two roundabout. Yeah.
Mm, maybe you can use the bus. This bus station
Mm.
can be used by.
By?
Can be used by two
I
new
mean,
roundabout.
No.
oh, sorry.
I don't think so.
I'm
Because
talking about.
yeah,
Oh,
because the sentence is
is
about
access.
accesses via two new roundabouts. So I can say like this bus station is available through two roundabouts. Maybe.
Through is a good synonym for via, but available. I think it can be a
Accessible.
synonym.
Okay, you
Accessible
can
is
use accessible. Accessible is good.
would be a better word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
This bus station is accessible through,
Through.
right? To
Mm-hmm.
new roundabout. That's fine.
Yeah. Remember to use that word in your task one essay or for this
Yeah, all right.
exercise. Okay.
Okay. Anything else here?
Uh,
Or for example, at the junction. At the
yeah.
junction. Do you have other words to
Oh,
the junction?
I was
That's
about
mean
to
that is the synonym
connect.
of roundabout, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
Mm-hmm.
synonym. Okay.
At the
So
junction it means the same as at the intersection.
intersection.
Yeah.
Intersection.
Intersection.
The one up here. I was
Yeah.
about to use the word
Yeah.
junction to
Junction and
replace the word
intersection.
intersection up here, and then I saw it down here.
Yeah. And the ring road is the synonym of the roundabout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ring road.
The ring road.
Yeah, I assume.
The author here used the ring road many times in this piece of writing.
It's because Ring Road is also the name of the street, right?
Oh yeah, it
Name?
is.
Ah,
It
yes.
is the name
Yes.
of the street.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Because it's not written in capital.
Yeah.
No, I
So
mean the Ring
so I thought
Road
it.
without capital letters. It means the
Oh,
roundabout.
yeah. So it still
But
mean the roundabout, right? But the
yeah,
ring road in capital is the name, right?
yes. Mm. Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's
True.
time to
So
examine.
it's all intentional. It's not a typo. It's intentional.
Oh, each time we
It's
examine a model answer, we can learn something new.
there.
All right, you do you have
Okay.
any more to say, Cô Phương?
Any
About this
questions?
task? Any question? Yes. Mm.
Do you have
Uh,
anything
is
more to
everything clear?
deliver?
Is everything clear to you? So can you start
Yes.
writing after?
Yes.
Mm,
Right now?
right now.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Can or can?
I can. Yes, I can.
I can. Okay, good. So, you here. Did you prepare your speaking part two in your mind
Oh,
or somewhere on
yes,
the
I
paper?
have prepared, but it's just like keyword or Q question, not
Um,
specific. Yeah, I mean
so
I can talk now, I guess.
no. I mean, if you prepare some notes, then I can read through the notes while you are doing task one
Oh,
here, and Miss Phương will be doing the part two speaking. Prepare some
uh,
part two, but
I just have
never mind.
some.
Never mind. Then you now you can focus on task one writing.
Mhm.
We'll give you
Ah,
15 minutes.
so I'm
15
writing
minutes.
right now.
Open the, yes, you
All right,
open the
sure
file
thing.
and you write me at the end of the paper. Okay,
Okay.
at the end of the paper, towards the end of the paper, the
Mm-hmm.
file, and then we have it's 3:40 now, so 3:55. We will see what you have been writing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right?
Okay. All right.
Okay. So 15 minutes for you and 15 minutes from Phương, for cô Phương
Yes.
to prepare your speaking two, the speaking part
Speaking
two,
to.
speaking part two.
Okay.
The describe of a city that you visited. And if you can type what you type your notes onto the paper, write onto the paper.
You're telling
Fufu?
me to write it? Yes.
Yes, write your
Okay.
notes,
Right to
or
know.
just use voice typing. You can use voice typing right after
Ah,
the question. Okay.
voice. But if I speak, so it may
You can
interfere
prepare
here.
some notes.
Yeah, I'm preparing some
Yeah,
notes.
yeah. I see. Oh, I see. All right. So, uh, 15 minutes for you both.
Okay.
Okay, right.
I'm sorry. For the writing task one,
Mhm.
are we allowed to use like those sentences like we can see that, or you can see that, or I can see that, or etc. Or do we have to write it in a third person kind of sentence?
Excuse me, what is your exact question?
So like I can see here they say that like they made sentences like we can see this, we can see that, or you can see this, you can see that, or so are we allowed to write in those type of sentence, or do we have to write it in like a third perspective sentence, like the city will change like this, like that?
The city. I still don't understand your question. So you see that they write, we can see that, we can see that.
So that we
And
can see that the bus station has been changed, right?
uh, uh,
So can we write like that, like we can see that, or do we have to write like the bus station were changed like this, like
it's
those
up to
type of
you.
sentence?
It's up to you. Just write, and then Miss Thumb will
Okay,
have some comments for you later. Don't worry, just write.
all right, okay.
Just write down. Oh my God. Hmm? Hmm. Đi đâu?
Cả điện thoại cả máy tính luôn nữa.
Máy tính hỏng mic.
Hey guys, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Nothing.
Yes.
You're just writing. It's okay.
Okay.
You have some more time.
You are 2 minutes
Time is up.
over
2 minutes.
time. No, you are 2 minutes past.
Oh,
2 minutes pass. I can tell
oh
you.
my.
But I will give you 3 more minutes. I give you 3 more minutes.
God, let's see.
I would say transport network instead of traffic network. I feel.
Okay, sorry, I mute myself. Traffic system and
Transport
transport
network
network.
or
Okay.
traffic system. Yeah.
Traffic system, transport network.
And this is like a story about 6 years ago, so everything would be in past tenses.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will make mistake with the tenses.
Never mind, this is just an outline.
Yes.
And I would say they made the most out of, or they made the most, yeah, they made the most out of all the facilities they had. Take advantage sounds more negative, and make the
Yes.
most of sounds more positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
They made the most
They made
of
the most out
our
of facilities.
out.
Yeah, out of. Yeah, you're right.
They made the most out of all the facility they had. See, currencies. We could, right? Some country people also use it. I don't know how to
And it,
say the word. That is the boat that they use.
the ferry.
No, not ferry. The boat, but it has the machine, yeah, to run it.
Then you can say machine boat.
Machine boat.
Yes.
Can we say machine boat?
Yeah, I think the examiner would understand.
Underground.
The underground.
Hmm?
The underground. Yes.
The underground.
The every time.
The machine boats. Under the channel. The ferry.
And apart from the underground, everything else I think should be in plural forms, because this is Bangkok people used. So they use the air gliders, tuk tuks.
Yeah.
Machine boat is a compound now, so you don't need an ed right there. Just machine for now.
Okay.
Yeah. And boats. All right.
Okay, I think that's fine.
All right. So if that's what you liked about it,
Yes.
or are you explaining why you choose to talk about that city?
That's what I like. I say that I was impressed. I was impressed by the city's transport network. So I am explaining why I like it.
So do you think these tendencies would be enough for 2 to 3 minutes talking?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So you need to add more details for the last part.
Yeah. I need to add more, right?
mệt à?
Ừ.
Không ra nhà rồi hả? Không về đến nhà. Kian, how you doing?
I'm writing, but in the example writing, the sample writing, he wrote 214 words, where the the task only allowed to write 150 words. So, what's up with that?
It's a little bit over the limit.
Uh-huh.
Not over the limit. It just it is all right. It's all right
Oh, is it?
because the task requirement is to write at least 150 words.
Oh, I see.
And this just took him too much time, and nothing wrong with that.
Oh, so we can write over the limits.
Yes.
So is there a max limit?
We have to write over 150 words.
Oh. So
Yeah.
is there a max cap of how many words we can write, or we can just?
No.
Oh, is it?
There
I
is
see.
just a time limit.
Oh.
The only limit we have is the time.
Hmm.
Unfortunately.
I see. Okay. Can I have a few more minutes?
Of course. 4 more minutes. Would that be okay?
Just 2 more, I guess. I have 1 or 2 sentences.
All right.
Left, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh, and one more thing. Are we allowed to have comments?
Comments?
Like,
You know,
on how do we think the update is, the changes has?
you may do so, but it's not necessary.
So it won't decrease the mark as
No.
as increase it, right?
No.
Okay.
But you will be at risk of going too little about the maps itself.
Like after I mention the changes,
Mhm.
I have another sentence saying that this change helps, etc., etc., like to help better navigate or stuff like that. So is that okay?
Then the question is, how do you know it helps?
Like say in here is okay, all right, then I will not add it in
The
there.
point is, no, I know what you mean. You want to comment so that you don't have to describe too many details about the maps, which you are not very sure about, right? You don't know how to describe the maps yet. So you add some more comments to make it to 150 words, right?
No, not really. It's like after I have pointed out what changes on the map,
Mm-hmm.
I want to add another sentence saying that this changes helps the traffic on the map to become more clear, I guess.
But we don't know that. We don't know about
Oh.
that. We don't know whether it is something helpful or not helpful. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So this is not a fact. This is not a description, but it can be more risky in terms of
I'll
logic.
delete that question.
In terms of logic, yeah. Save it for task 2 essay.
Okay.
Yeah. And how are you doing, I Phương? I will check the file. Another thing I liked about the city. Oh, you are adding details to the.
I can start speaking instead of continue writing.
All right. You are tired of writing, of typing?
Nope, but I think it can save time. I
Or
can take note.
I
I can
haven't
take note and
finished.
then start speaking about it.
yeah, we still have time for here.
Okay. When I say another thing that I like about the city was the shopping mall and the bars. Is that grammatically correct?
Mm, not really. You can
Or
say
should I correct it?
the other things,
Mm-hmm.
the other things that I liked about the city. Oh, you are using some words from the listening test, right? The shopping malls, the department stores.
In fact, they are. I think they are
Right there.
common words. I don't remember it. It is in the listening part.
I just
They are in the listening part.
I'm just thinking of the
Yeah.
word major retailers.
Yeah.
Major retailers.
Major
Yeah,
retailer. Right.
yeah. Can you add that expression to this part also, so that you have high level vocab.
Really? Okay, I will
Major
try.
retailers.
Make it,
Yeah.
but I want to make it naturally.
All right. All right. All right.
Just okay. Make it.
Do you think you have another word for modern?
Yeah, I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of it. I always use the modern word. Um,
Contemporary?
Contemporary.
contemporary. I don't like that word.
We have a
Contem
very short word. Just one syllable
up
word.
one syllable.
One
New.
syllable. Yeah. Not really. Think of the one that you use all the time to chat with, to communicate with others. What do you hold on to? What do you hold in your hand? Maybe most of the time during the day.
I don't know.
What is the thing that you say hello? This one? No, something like this. I'm charging it, but what is
Lush.
this?
What?
What is this?
Smart.
Yeah,
Right?
smartphone, and then you have the
Smart.
word
Yeah.
smart. Yeah,
Yeah. Smart.
large and
Large and
smart.
smart. Yes.
Yeah,
I like this word. Smart.
large and smart, and it's even rhyme. Ang vâng, large and smart.
Large and smart.
I love
So
this.
little.
This is the aspect of language that I love when it rhymes.
How do you call this? Uh, this is like the same
Sounds,
sound.
rhyme.
Rhyme.
I will
Yes.
put it in the chat box.
Rhyme is different from rhythm,
Yeah,
right?
rhythm
Rhythm
is
like
about
music,
melody.
the
Yeah,
melody.
rhymes.
Rhyme is about
Yeah, it's the same
hiện
sound.
tượng là gì nhỉ?
Here, phenomenon,
Phenomenon.
phenomenal,
Phenomenon.
phenomenon.
Language phenomenon.
Linguistic phenomenon.
Linguistic phenomenon.
I love it.
Too.
I love this one.
When I speak, should I use the linking words like the last, the very last?
The
No,
very last thing I want to mention,
yeah,
the very last thing I want
the,
to mention is,
the very
yeah,
last thing.
I want to
Very last
mention
thing.
that would shows your
I
fluency.
want to mention is, right? Or worse? Is a
Is
worse?
you
Is.
are speaking. You are
I'm
speaking some
thinking about it, so I use E, right? The
yeah.
other thing I want to mention is beautiful. Beach. Beach.
Peach.
Beach.
Here, are you done?
Yeah,
Before you give it to me, or are you typing on the same file?
sorry, can you repeat?
Are you typing your essay on the same time on the same file, the document, same document?
No, I'm typing on my computer. I can paste it in.
Okay, before you paste it,
Uh-huh.
press F7 for me, please.
F7 on the document.
Now press the button F7 on the keyboard. On the keyboard, you see the very first
What
row,
is that for? Yeah,
F7.
I'm using a Mac, so I don't have F keys.
Oh, so do you have
But can I
any
know what's that for?
spelling and grammar
Oh, yeah,
automatic checker?
I do. Yeah. So you want me to check that before I paste it in? Yeah, already
So
done that.
is there anything similar to F7 in Microsoft, in Mac?
Uh,
Anything
is
like
that a
that?
grammar
Like
check?
the mm-hmm.
Is that for grammar check? Yeah, I've done that. I have Grammarly on my Word, so I use that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Let me paste it in.
How many words do you have for this essay?
Okay.
Tools.
180.
Oh, that's good. That's even better than Simon.
Huh? Simon write
It's closer
214
to
words.
100. Yeah, but it takes too much time. You know,
Oh, is it?
it's
Oh, I
much
see.
longer than expected. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So it's not very um, economical in terms of time,
Mm-hmm.
unless he could write really fast.
Mm. I don't know. I just write what I see. So
All right.
maybe it's not that detailed.
Mm-hmm. So I'll see whether we have. Uh,
But I think that's all. But I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure if I speak it, it would fit the time limit. I think
You
it's too
may
short. I
practice
think
in your
it's
head
too.
while I'm reviewing Hieng's essay. You can go through all your notes in your mind and check whether it fit the time.
Mhm.
Hieng, secondly belongs to the to the first or the second detailed section.
Sorry?
Which part does this sentence belong to?
The
The second.
last paragraph? The secondly? Oh,
Oh,
so I was supposed to separate out into paragraph? I thought I
so
just
this one.
separate.
So do you go to another line for secondly here?
Yes, I did. So is that right? Or should I just
It is. It
not
is.
do that?
No. I mean, this. So additionally belongs to the same paragraph, right? This is the final paragraph, right?
Yeah, I
Or you
assume
make it
yes.
3.
Yeah, I made it a 3 paragraph for each point.
Okay, in this case, you have 3 modifications, 3 changes, so you can make it 3 paragraphs like this, but like to keep the balance between paragraphs, like this one, where is very long, this one is too short, and this
I
one
see.
is quite short also, so you can add these two together and then
So
make this.
it's more of an aesthetic of paragraphs to make it more
Yeah.
balanced. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's like pleasing to the eye.
More aesthetically pleased. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Second
remember that.
Antonio.
Okay.
Oh, Antonio. Section. Cross-cutting. This is new to me. Cross-cutting. Uh, additionally, in Do we have to capitalize the direction? Not south.
Normally, I guess.
Okay. Road.
Oh no, we don't have to capitalize. It's a lowercase.
Oh, that's why I don't see it very familiar.
Okay, let me fix it.
It's so can you go over this and ask me whether you have any whether you have anything you don't understand?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Do you see all the
What do you mean?
changes here, all the suggestions? So I
Oh, you changed
suggested
already?
some. Uh, do you see my screen? Am I sharing my screen?
No.
Oh my God. I thought you are following what I. Oh,
I thought you
okay,
fixed
never
on
mind.
the document itself. So,
Uh, because okay,
all right, I can see it now.
all right. Phương, how much time? I mean, ha- have you have you prepared all the notes for 2 to 3 minutes talking?
How much time I prepare? I
I mean, how long? How long will it be? Your speech, your
the
talk?
speech, the talk.
Yeah, yeah.
I
How
think
long?
I think it fits. It's about 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, that's good. Now I'm asking for 5 minutes for him to, and you also. Can you join us with the task one essay here?
Hmm?
Can you join us? You can look at Hien's essay and then
Yes.
uh, and tell me whether something is clear or not very clear.
Okay.
Okay,
Any
sounds
questions?
more clear.
Well, I learned a lot of interesting words in your
Yeah,
writing. Yeah.
me too.
I should take notes.
I
Like
couldn't do it.
Maybe
I
some
couldn't take it to.
phrasing.
Hmm?
Maybe some phrasing on the first sentence where I put throughout the year 2007 and 2010. I don't know where to put it to make it like I don't want it to be at the end. So
You can put it here, but if you put it here, then this one, the verb form should be in the past tense
oh
because this is a time phrase, and then this is in the past.
oh
But
I see.
if you this is to modify the modifications,
Hmm.
then have been or are displayed refer to new modifications. So you can use the present tense.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And city hospital here is first mentioned
Oh.
here. So
Uh-huh.
you can't use the because we don't know about it yet.
So it's not like a name.
No, it's just a city hospital.
So like the
If
hospital
it
in
is
the
a name,
city,
it is a
right?
name, then if it's a name, then you have to capitalize H, number H. No, no,
Oh,
not
it's
number H, the letter H.
uh,
So one rule for capital letters is you you put in capital letters both the name,
uh-huh.
like this
Because
one, both the name and the unit
I
that
see.
comes after it.
Oh, because on the map, it capitalized both
Mhm.
city and hospital. So I thought that is a name. So that's why I used the.
That's what I have just said. Then,
Uh-huh.
if you use it as a name, you use
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So you have to capitalize this one
Yeah. Okay.
to make it a
Then
name.
then and in that case, then I can use the instead of right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, and the word above, should it be at the behind the word map? So it can't be in front of
It is not. It can't be. It's not wrong, but it's not very natural.
fluent. I see.
Yeah,
I see. So
yeah.
it's about the fluency, I guess.
If
Okay.
you say the above mentioned maps, for example, then it goes before the word maps. But if
Uh-huh.
just the word above, then it should follow it,
Hmm.
should go after.
All right. Hmm. Okay. I can't see.
If I put a square bracket here and here, it means that you don't need it. The word is not wrong, but we don't need it because we have
Mm-hmm.
share the
I
same.
see.
It has the meaning of both in there, so we don't
Mm-hmm.
really need
Okay.
that word there.
Mm-hmm. Can you copy this and then
Of
paste it
course,
on the document? Will it show all the fixes and modification as
I
well?
will capture the screen
Okay.
so that you have to rewrite everything yourself.
Okay.
Copy. And your homework is to rewrite it.
Oh,
Yeah, you read this carefully and then you rewrite your task one essay.
no wonder. I was wondering what the similar thing above is. I can't figure it out what it is. So that's
Now
what
you
it
know it.
is. Like the modification of Miss Phương essay. I thought
Yes.
this is an example or like a word to replace or something. Can't quite point it out.
You know something new. So that's your homework, right?
Okay.
No more question?
Yep.
Okay, good. And Cô Phương, do you have
Yes.
any question about this?
Nope.
No. I like your vocab range. Here, I have to
Oh,
say I'm impressed.
okay. Thank you. I'm not sure if when I go to do the test, I can I can put
Do
out
this well.
those. Yeah, I maybe be more pressure.
Just celebrate the moment here, the
Okay.
present moment. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So back to Cô
Good
Phương.
job. Oh,
Yeah, good job. Cô Phương. So you have some notes here. Do you remember your notes?
remember? Maybe.
Do you think you can remember them? So
Yes.
that so I will uh, I will share only one window, and then you cannot see the notes. Oh, I mean, now can you close your eyes
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
I will.
why Hiển and I are looking at this notes, these notes, and then you can speak from your mind.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't worry, I
that's
close
hard.
it. I close that window. I just see your faces, your lovely faces.
Oh, thank you. Now,
And so I will start first, right?
yes, please. Please describe a city you have visited. You should say where it is situated, why you visited it, what you liked about it, and explain why you choose to talk about that city.
All right. Thanks for your question. Um, 6 years ago, I went to Bangkok with my close friends.
Mm-hmm.
One of my high school friends was studying in Bangkok, so she offered us free
Excuse
accommodation.
me. Sorry. Can you hold on for a second? I would like to test this one. Okay, yeah, then you see what is the difference between what you say and what your notes are.
Mm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
All right,
S-
you can
six
start all
years.
over again.
Okay. 6 years ago, I went to Bangkok with my close friends.
Mhm.
So I want to say that Bangkok is one of the most impressive city that I have visited. Um, one of my high school friends, was studying in Bangkok, so she offered us free accommodation. We so we and also she had been there almost 2 years, so she could be the best tour guide for us at that time. Um, the first thing that I like about the city, the most impressive, the most impressive thing for me is the traffic system. In Bangkok, people like other city in Vietnam, they use the cars. buses, motorbikes, bicycles. But apart from those apart from those means of transport, um, Bangkok people also use the air glider. They also the air glider, the underground, and especially the machine boat which people use under the channel, the dirty channel, very dirty channel of the city. Um, the next thing that I like about the city is the shopping malls and the bars. In Bangkok, the shopping malls and the department stores are very large and smart. I with my friends were so excited. So and we could spend all day long hanging around those places. About the bars, I think that in Bangkok, it's more popular than in Vietnam. The young people in Bangkok went to the bars more often to spend their life, to spend their night time with their friends. Compared to Vietnam, young people are not allowed to go outside to go outside and at a very late time, and also the bars are not very popular for the youth in Vietnam. The very last thing that I want to mention is the beaches. Pattaya is the place that I have visited in Bangkok. It is one of the most beautiful beaches in Thailand. We went there on a very sunny day, so we could enjoy the atmosphere, the fresh air, and the beautiful scenery of the beach. Um, Especially, I really like the seafood in at Pattaya. The seafood was so special. There are some kinds of seafood that I had never tried before, and I still remember the taste, their flavor as well as their smell. And I hope I can have another chance to taste them again. That's all.
It's almost five, four from 4 to 5, about
Minutes?
5 minutes. Yes, you start at 4:42 or 41,
Really? Maybe I
and
speak
it's
quite slowly.
4:46.
Yeah.
Uh, Towards the end, maybe around this part, you are more fluent. That's
Mm-hmm.
why your ideas are not missed by the voice typing. In the first part, in the earlier part, some ideas are missed because sometimes you pause too long and then they
Mm-hmm.
stop working. It stopped working. Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I
I'll try
found
to
is,
improve.
can you
Yes.
see this? Can you see this?
A bit.
Yeah. I don't know if that's smart.
They are very
They
smart,
censor
right?
it as
The
well.
app.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
This is so cool. That
They
like
censor it.
I I
Great.
never I never met this situation before. Oh,
New discovery.
one like, thousand like to voice typing on Google
Yeah.
Docs.
Ngủ rồi. Bác cứ ngủ à? Vâng.
All right.
Thế để
So thank you for sharing, I Phương. We will look at this part again tomorrow morning. For now, Hiển, are you ready to go? Hiển, where are you?
It muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now
yes.
I hear you.
Okay, my headphone just went out of battery. I have to grab
Oh,
my brother headphone.
so can you do it now? You're talking,
Uh, okay. Can you ask the question?
of course.
I don't have a cue.
So,
I have a cue
so
card, but
here, so here you are. Describe a
all right.
city you have visited. Used to say where it is situated, why you visited it, and what you liked about it. Explain why you chose about that city. You don't have to
All right.
answer the bonus questions. Let me
Okay.
start with the voice typing.
All right.
Or oh,
Okay.
so
Oh,
sorry. Where are just go crazy? Where is it now? Where is
disappeared. It disappeared.
why? Why?
What disappeared?
Maybe zoom out so it's not too big, so you can find it easier.
Or you can undo.
I'm pressing undo,
There,
but where?
down at the last question. There's one, two, 1, 3, and then down there would be.
But where is number 2?
Wait, I think. Uh,
Oh, okay,
What?
never mind. I will go to this one. Um, I have backup.
hmm.
7 notes. Speaking notes. Cities. We still use voice typing. All right. Now you
Okay.
can start.
All right. So thank you for your interesting question. Mhm. I'd like to start my presentation. So throughout my childhood, I have been fortunate enough to have the opportunity to visit many interesting cities throughout Southeast Asia. But unfortunately, my brain capacity doesn't allow me to store a lot of memory of those cities. So I'll talk about one city that I have the closest memory to. The last time I visited, the city named Melbourne. I have a chance to visit Melbourne in 2019 on my way to prepare to enroll in for university.
Mhm.
So um, in late 2019, me and one of my friend um, organized a trip to Melbourne from Adelaide, the city we were living in, as a mean for us to try to find Melbourne University that's suitable um, for our pathway. And although our main goal is to go there to seek out new university, we found ourselves finding most of our time hanging out, trying the place's cuisine, and enjoying the life of the Melbourne people. And I have to say, it's quite surprising how different it is from our city, Adelaide.
even though they are both big city in Australia, but the lifestyle as well as the life of the people in Melbourne is quite different. In Australia, people are very friendly. In most area, however, I can kind of sense that Melbourne people are really busy with their life and they're always in a rush to go to places. So, nevertheless, people are welcome tourists and foreigners to come to visit their city. There are still signs that warn us to be careful when going out at night, but that doesn't stop us from having all the fun. One of the most interesting thing about Melbourne is that the city is populated with people from multiple culture. Um, um, the diversity of the people brings the joy and the interesting of the city. We can find American culture. We can find Europe. We can find all sorts of Asia in there. Like we often hang out at a Korean bar. We tend to eat some Chinese food at a very popular Chinese restaurant down in Chinatown. And we also attend an opera uh, theater there as well. So a lot of cool stuff, I could say diverse stuff for people from all over the world. If you are a cuisine vulture, if you are a culture vulture, you can find yourself really welcome in the city of Melbourne. Um, for me, as an introvert, I don't often find myself going out a lot. But this is one of the opportunity. This was one of the opportunity for me to push myself to go out, to be more sociable, to socialize with new people. So for me, it is quite an interesting experience. That I have to say that one of the experience that I might remember till when I get older. So yeah, Melbourne is one of the city that I find the most memorable. Yeah, that's it. Is that good? Like I don't have like I have like questions to prepare. Like okay, you have to say the city name, the city location, and memory, etc. I
It
just
doesn't
speak.
matter.
Yeah, so
It
it's
doesn't
all
matter
time.
whether you follow the questions or not. The questions are just the cues,
Mm-hmm.
just the
Like
cues
I
for
find
you to
sometimes.
expand your answers. But as
Mm,
long as you go that fluent, it's very, I mean, the examiner would be very interested in your talk.
mm. Like I sometimes find my ideas be misleading or like it just jumped up all over the place because I don't have a clear path in the way I
Hmm.
think. I just think from one thing to the other. It just jump, 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 jump. So I don't really know.
I envy that.
But so like I practice with my friends. I practice with my friend, right? And they have taken IELTS test before, and they say that oh, for this part you should have a clear path
Yeah,
from ideas from where you should speak next, to prevent the misleading information of ideas, like to
prevent
listen.
roaming
Yeah,
around,
yeah, kind of like
prevent
that.
going too far, something like that. But
Yeah,
so far
into
so
one
good.
thing. Yeah, I
Yeah, you
think
can
maybe.
practice more logic or
Hmm.
structure. You follow
Yeah.
a more solid structure, more for more clear format. But
Hmm.
in terms of fluency and ideas, this is really impressive.
Okay.
I
I'm
almost forgot.
impressed too. Yes.
I forgot to keep track of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to as well before I start, but I didn't. I
Okay.
hope that's enough. I ended early, I guess. I don't want it to extend too long.
I think that's way more than 3 minutes. Do you think
Is
Yeah,
so?
it?
it's about 4 minutes
Oh,
Yeah, so that's excellent.
from 52 to 56.
so this
I
part it should
will have looked at
be
the clock.
2 to 3
around
minutes.
2 to 3. Okay, okay.
Yeah. But if your talk is so interesting that the examiner doesn't want to stop you,
Ah, I see.
you can go like 4 to 5 minutes.
Mm,
It depends. Yeah. And
okay.
sometimes they can interrupt you, but it doesn't mean that your talk is too terrible.
Oh,
It,
okay.
it sometimes you can just speak for 2 minutes and they stop you
Mm-hmm.
because they think that's enough to access your to
Ah,
evaluate
oh, I see.
your range of
No,
vocabulary, your pronunciation, your grammar. Yeah, so they think
okay.
that's enough. And so don't worry if they
Uh,
ever stop you.
so in my talk, there's sometimes I stop or I go back a little bit to fix the grammar,
Mm-hmm.
right? So is gonna be marked down when they mark, or
I would say sometimes if it doesn't affect um, the fluency and it doesn't affect the understanding of the examiner. Yeah, but um, like if in your talk you just go over one detail just twice or just 3 times, then that's okay. It's just minor mistake.
mm, like
Yeah,
sometimes I go back and then fix grammar.
it means that you are aware of
Yeah.
the mistake, and that is
Mm-hmm.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Right.
just not you don't have to fix it too often, then
Okay.
it won't mark you down.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, I think that's enough for today.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow we will work on, we have everything here. I'll leave it
Yes.
there. And tomorrow morning we can go over this. Uh, yeah, thank you very much for your working very hard this afternoon. And
Great. Thank you.
especially thank you for your lesson on task one, I feel. You explained so carefully. And I hope that Hieng learned a lot from that.
Yes, I did.
Um, yeah, and um, thank you both for being so well prepared for part two speaking. Ah,
Thank you,
I
Miss
hope,
Sal, for everything.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you for all.
yeah.
I don't know
We can tell her.
how much should I express my gratitude to
Me
you.
Mm,
too. Me too. I'm feeling
yeah.
very
It's so
grateful.
well prepared.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I
Okay.
have to go to the
You,
kitchen now, prepare
me
for
Okay.
the
too.
I
dinner.
have to go to
Hiền,
Miss room to
Hiền,
eat. Yes.
come here to help me right now.
Food ready. Okay, I
For
have to
dinner,
go eat now. Yes.
you
We
can
have
cook.
we have a meeting this evening because it's
Oh, great.
our grand is it grandmother
Great,
of
great,
Hiền, our great
great
grandmother.
grandmother.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hiền,
so
great grandmother.
Yeah, I
Ngày
didn't know
rỗ
death
that.
anniversary at
I have
death.
a I have a
anniversary.
tutor class later. I have a tutor class later. I don't know if I can attend
Oh,
that. I
you
Oh,
have
might
try
to.
to
have to
make it.
cancel it.
Try to make
Oh,
it. Bring your laptop
mm,
to Cô Phương house.
teaching online. You have
Yes.
online
Yeah.
classes this evening. Really?
Yes.
Oh, you are teaching.
Yes.
We are
He teaches.
teachers. Oh no. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to be the teachers to us.
No, I have nothing to teach.
He loves money. He loves
I
money,
asked my
so he
student,
have to
okay,
make
what do you
money.
want to learn today? I asked my student that.
Teach us how
Nothing
to
to
be
say.
so so fluent, how to express yourself so well. Yeah, that kind of thing we really need. Both Cô Phương and I are not very, that's not our strength, how to express ourselves. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I like.
that's right.
That's easy. We can talk in Vietnamese. That's more fluent.
So I will stop recording now.